The golden verses of Pythagoras are a little collection of sayings, traditionally attributed to the Greek philosopher Pythagoras and his followers. Their exact origins are unknown, but they are presumably authentic and date at least to the 3rd or 4th centuries BC. Their popularity during antiquity was great, and they have since been rediscovered and translated into English. Besides exhortations to live a moral, simple, and contemplative life, these pithy aphorisms allow a glimpse of a bit of the Pythagorean school's deeper knowledge. Memorize them and keep them close to your heart, and they will prove useful even to the modern reader. First, worship the immortal gods, as they are established and ordained by the law. Reverence the oath, and next the heroes, full of goodness and light. Honor likewise the terrestrial daemons, by rendering them the worship lawfully due to them. Honor likewise your parents and those most nearly related to you. Of all the rest of mankind, make him your friend who distinguishes himself by his virtue. Always give ear to his mild exhortations, and take example from his virtuous and useful actions. Avoid as much as possible hating your friend for a slight fault. And remember that power is a near neighbor to necessity. Know all this well, and make it a habit to control the following. First of all, your stomach, as well as sleep, lust, and anger. Do nothing shameful, neither in the presence of others, nor privately. But above all things, respect thyself. In the next place, observe justice in your actions and in your words. And do not make a habit of being thoughtless in anything. But always make this reflection, that it is ordained by destiny that all men shall die, and that just as wealth is sometimes acquired, at other times it may just as easily be lost. Concerning all the calamities that men suffer by divine fortune, support your lot with patience, whatever it may be, and never complain about it. But endeavor what you can to remedy it, and consider that fate does not send the greatest portion of these misfortunes to good men. You will hear many words being spoken, some noble while others unworthy. Do not admire them too easily, nor reject them. But if falsehoods are advanced, hear them with mildness, and arm yourself with patience. Observe well, on every occasion, what I am going to tell you. Do not let any man, either by his words or by his deeds, ever persuade you, nor lure you to say or do that which is not profitable for yourself. Consult and deliberate before you act, so that you may not commit foolish actions. For it is the part of a miserable man to speak and to act mindlessly. Only do and say those things for which you will have no regret later. Never do anything which you do not understand, but learn all that you ought to know, and by that means you will lead a most enjoyable life. In no way neglect the health of your body, but give it drink and food in due measure, and also the exercise of which it has need. Now by measure I mean that which will not bring you discomfort. Accustom yourself to a way of living that is neat and decent without luxury, and avoid doing anything that may provoke envy. Neither out of season be wasteful of the good you have, as would an ignorant man, nor deprive yourself. A due measure is excellent in these things. Only do those things which will not harm you, and deliberate before you act. Never allow sleep to close your eyelids after you're going to bed, until you have examined with your reason all your actions of the day. Where have I done wrong? What have I done? What of all my duties did I not fulfill? If, in this examination, you find that you have done wrong, reprimand yourself severely for it, and if you have done any good, rejoice. Practice thoroughly all these things. Meditate on them well. You ought to love them with all your heart. It is they that will put you on the way of divine virtue. I swear it by He who has transmitted into our souls the Detractus, the source of eternal nature. But never set your hand to any work until you have first prayed the gods to accomplish what you are going to begin. As long as you hold fast to all these habits, you will come to know the constitution of the immortal gods and of mortal men, how all is governed and how all is maintained. And you shall likewise know that according to law, the nature of this universe is in all things alike, so that you shall not hope for that which you ought not to hope, and nothing in this world shall be hidden from you. You will likewise know that men draw upon themselves their misfortunes voluntarily and of their own free choice. Unhappy that they are, for they neither see nor understand that their good is near them. Few know how to deliver themselves out of their misfortune. Such is the fate that blinds mankind and takes away his senses. Like huge cylinders they roll back and forth, and always oppressed with unending hardships. For they do not realize that the discord which is within them is a disastrous companion that harms them, and that they should not encourage it, but avoid it by yielding. Father God, undoubtedly you can free all from many sufferings, if you were to reveal to each the divine spirit within them. But take courage, the race of men is divine. Sacred nature reveals to them its most hidden mysteries. If she imparts to you her secrets, you will most easily perform all the things which I have instructed. And by the healing of your soul, you will deliver it from all evils, from all afflictions. But you should abstain from the meats, which we have forbidden in the purifications and in the deliverance of the soul. Discern all things well, and leave yourself always to be guided and directed by the understanding that comes from above, and that ought to hold the reins. And when, after having left your mortal body, you arrive at the most pure ether, you shall be a god, immortal, incorruptible, and death shall have no more dominion over you.